What's up everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. During the last part, we got into the Saiyan saga, seeing Raditz rebel against the two other Saiyans. But he's in kind of a weird spot. No one really wants him around. The Saiyans hate him, one of them's dead after all. And as for those on Earth, no one really wants him there either. So what's gonna happen now with him? Well, we'll be going into that and more. For this video, let's hit a like goal of 3,500 likes. If we hit that, I'll continue with another part of this series. Anyways, let's pick it from here. Inspired by King Kai, Goku begins gravity training. Thanks to some help from Bulma, she's able to make a gravity chamber, allowing him to do this. Raditz had also mentioned that Earth's gravity is very weak. So by now, Goku realized that a good solution is gravity training. And with Goku being around here, he actually decides to train Gohan himself. Gohan actually got some good training from Piccolo. He did it in the main story, and here he actually got better outcomes from it. And Goku wants to use that, harness that same power he used in the Saiyan saga. Gohan's getting a better control over his anger, and maybe he could utilize that for something else. But that remains to be seen. As the two of them train, Raditz trains too, but is also continuing to be alone, filling the void with more partying, more drinking, and most importantly, more motorcycles. He couldn't kill Kakarot, he couldn't kill Vegeta, only that meathead Nappa, which that doesn't really count. Nappa was so weak compared to him. He's a failure through and through. But that changes now. Even though he's enjoying the vices here on Earth, he still is training. He's gonna improve himself. He's gonna be better than anyone. Not just Vegeta, his stupid brother too. He'll be better than Frieza even. This is a new era. This is the era of Raditz. He doesn't have some goal for universal domination or whatever, and he doesn't want to be at war anymore either. He's just gonna use the strength to prove to himself that he can do it. He can be better than who he currently is. Not a good person, no. Just that he could be more himself, however repulsive that may be. Let's go over some power levels too. Goku's around 200,000 now thanks to all the gravity training. With Kaioken times 20 though, which he eventually accesses, that gets him to around 4 million. Pretty impressive. Raditz is also still training too. Granted, he's not doing gravity training like Goku, so he's actually a bit behind. Let's put him around 150,000. Gohan's not too far behind either. Thanks to gravity training and more training with Goku, as well as harnessing his power more effectively, Gohan's at around 100,000. Also very impressive, especially given his age. Piccolo's around 80,000, and as for the humans, well, they're not really too focused on training right now, but they are stronger. Let's say they're around 30,000. Piccolo is joining Goku and Gohan occasionally, so he's getting some gravity training in too, which is why he's actually a bit stronger here. But what's going on out in space? Well, one important thing that I should mention is that Frieza was eavesdropping, but he never learned of Namek's Dragon Balls since Nappa never mentioned anything. As far as he knows, there's no such thing. Or at least, there's nothing to prompt him to think so. And this leaves an opening for Vegeta. He can get the Dragon Balls for himself. He can go to Namek, and then maybe he'll get them there, become immortal, and stop Frieza, as well as killing those two idiots on Earth. As soon as Vegeta's healed up, he goes out on another mission. Frieza, of course, is curious as to what he's doing, but he doesn't care. Vegeta's acting really stupid right now. He came back all beaten up, and now he's going out somewhere else. Maybe he's going on a suicide mission. Maybe he'll finally be rid of that stupid Saiyan. Whatever, he's not going to question it. He welcomes it if anything. Soon enough, Vegeta arrives on Namek. He's the only one there. There's no people from Earth, no Frieza Force, nothing. It's just him. That means it's ripe for the taking. The Dragon Balls. He'll find them, and he'll summon the dragon, becoming immortal. Nothing is in his way to stop him. At least, he thinks so. He stops by a random village, threatening to slaughter them all if they don't show him the Dragon Balls. Some of the warriors do put up a fight, but of course, it's not enough against Vegeta. He defeats them, but this also puts the planet on alert. Other warrior Namekians hear about this. And thankfully, since Vegeta's the only threat there, they could all focus on him. A couple of strong people start flying towards the village where Vegeta's at. And right before he's about to slaughter everyone there and get the Dragon Ball by force, another warrior appears, and Vegeta knows that this guy seems different from the others. But if he defeated them easily, this guy should be no problem. The man introduces himself. It's Nail. He tells Vegeta he'll give him one last chance to leave. And Vegeta laughs. He defeated those other Namekians so easily, why is this one so cocky? Well, if he's not gonna leave, Nail warned him. Nail faces Vegeta alone, and his power is more than enough to actually stop Vegeta. Vegeta's infuriated, defeated by a Namekian. These people are pacifists too. How embarrassing. He's not gonna be able to get the Dragon Balls this way. He's either gonna die here trying to get it, or he can make his escape. But Vegeta's able to create a diversion. He launches a ki blast over at one of the houses. Nail looks away for a brief moment, trying to make sure that no one was injured, and then Vegeta throws down another ki blast in front of him. A pillar of smoke is thrown up, and Vegeta throws a volley of ki blasts around the area. Everything is covered in dust. The village is leveled, but thankfully no one's injured. But amidst all the chaos, Vegeta is able to escape, getting back to his space pod, flying out of the planet before anyone can attack him. That was close, a little too close for comfort. Okay, well, Vegeta knows that the Dragon Balls do exist here at least. Well, he didn't actually get to see them, but he's assuming that's the case. They were defending something. But he could also be wrong. What if they actually weren't here? What if he was just attacking a random planet? Not that it's new for him, but it could have been a pointless endeavor. Either way though, he can't stay here. Even if the Dragon Balls are here, he's not going to be able to get them. So what is he supposed to do now? Damn it! He can't go to Earth. He can't get the Dragon Balls on Namek. And he doesn't want to go back to the Frieza Force either. So, he tries something kind of rash, but maybe this will at least be his best option. He fakes his own death. Out in space, he sends a communication from his scouter. He makes sure to do this far away from Namek so no one knows that he was near this planet. It makes it seem like his ship exploded, with Vegeta still being aboard and dying. His scouter is destroyed too, and he rips out any sort of tracking devices from his ship. Of course, this sent him on a random course to nowhere. His ship locked onto a random planet and now it just is drifting throughout space. Whatever planet that is, he'll just stay there for the time being, and eventually he'll figure something else out. But now he's gonna go into hiding. The Frieza Force thinks he died. And Frieza's pretty happy, but he wonders what Vegeta was doing. He still is a little bit suspicious about it. Yeah, he's glad Vegeta's gone, but what caused this to happen? What was he doing that he had to do alone, that he did with such secrecy? Frieza's not too sure, but he's definitely gonna look into it. Vegeta continues drifting throughout space, and he stumbles upon a random planet that his ship was heading towards. It's a planet called Yardrat. He doesn't know what it is or if there's anyone even on it, but he'll stay here for the time being. He'll grow stronger, he'll train. He doesn't know if there's people here to train with, but whatever, he's gonna train alone. He'll grow stronger, he'll kill those people on Earth, he'll get the Dragon Balls and then kill Frieza. Namek is clearly too powerful at the moment, but Earth is far weaker, so he can at least get stronger here and then go to Earth somehow. Granted, he will have to fix up his ship, but that won't be a problem when the time comes. He'll be strong enough to fend off anyone that comes out to seek him. Vegeta's plan inadvertently backfired though. Not on him, no. He actually made Frieza more suspicious. Frieza does think he's dead, but he now wonders what's going on with Earth. Why did Vegeta and the Saiyans head there, and why did some of them never come back? This sets Frieza's sight on that planet. Thankfully, Vegeta's off his radar, but now Earth is on his radar. Frieza's definitely gonna look into this. Meanwhile on Earth, Piccolo ends up visiting Raditz one day. Of course, he has been training with Goku and Gohan, but now he wants to start training with Raditz too. He wonders what his power is like. Goku's getting too far ahead of him, and as for Gohan, well, Goku's definitely a better teacher for him. Not to mention, it would be better if Goku trains him. He knows Gohan better than anyone. And Piccolo doesn't really want to get in the way of it. Raditz actually seems more his strength. Of course, Raditz is stronger than Piccolo. But Piccolo recognizes that the two might be good to train together. Piccolo is kinda outcasted too because the Namek stuff didn't lead to the same bond that everyone else had. But at least people do like Piccolo. They're all on good terms. And Raditz chuckles when Piccolo approaches him. This is fine by him. He wonders if Piccolo could help him kill the Saiyans, and he tells Piccolo his plan. He's planning on going to Namek? Piccolo may be able to seek out a new power there by learning more about it himself. If that's where he came from, that could be a good thing. And unlike Goku, he's actually kinda supportive of this idea. As more time passes, the two of them train together, eventually heading out to Namek. Raditz fixes up his space pod against Goku's warnings, and even though Piccolo's concerned about Raditz getting the Dragon Balls, it shouldn't really be too much of an issue. This way they at least get him off the planet. And if there is an issue, well, whatever Raditz does with the Dragon Balls here could be reversed with the Dragon Balls on Earth. And Raditz at least seems to trust Piccolo. Not trust him, but he was fine letting him in on this plan. So Piccolo doesn't think that Raditz is gonna fly off the handle and kill them. It's like Raditz said, if he wanted to, he would have done that a while ago. He just wants to leave Earth. They fix up the remains of Raditz and Nappa's space pods, so now they have two, and they head out to Namek. It's quite a long trip, and of course Goku notices that the two of them left. He wonders what they're up to. Well, he knows what Raditz is doing, but why is Piccolo with him? Hopefully it all turns out for the best. He did warn Raditz after all, but looks like it's too late now. If anything, this is more motivation for him to train with Gohan. In case something does happen, they'll be strong enough to counter it. Raditz and Piccolo eventually arrive on Namek a few days later. And when they arrive, they're near Guru's place. The planet is on high alert, especially after seeing the two ships. They look like that one that just arrived there. Immediately, the Namekians confront the two of them, but as Piccolo steps off the ship, they look on confused. Another Namekian. And this other guy. He's not wearing the armor that the other Saiyan was wearing. Sure, this guy definitely looks like a Saiyan, but he's not dressed like one. What's going on here? They question the two of them. Are they here to finish what that other Saiyan tried to start? Wait, what? What other Saiyan? They tell the two of them to not play stupid. Another Saiyan came here not too long ago, trying to get the Dragon Balls. Vegeta was here? That's news to them. And just to make sure that they're telling the truth, they take him to Guru. With Piccolo going too because they're not too sure why another Namekian is here, and something is off about him. Guru looks into their minds, and he sees they are telling the truth. Raditz is trying to actually seek out that other Saiyan. He's trying to kill that guy that threatened Namek. Also, Frieza. And this is interesting for Piccolo to see. Guru is saying that Raditz has no ill intention against him or the Earthlings. He doesn't necessarily like them, but he doesn't have a desire to kill them. Just Frieza and Vegeta. And he sees Raditz's desires to go stronger too. He looks into Piccolo's mind as well. Piccolo's looking to gain more power, more knowledge about himself. The two of them are seeking out the Dragon Balls. And Guru does have something he can give them, but under a condition. He doesn't necessarily want to give them the Dragon Balls, which they kinda do understand, although they're bummed about. Although they're not going to retaliate, they could tell that the Namekians are strong and they don't want to start anything. It's great that the Namekians didn't attack them right away, so they want to show the same courtesy. Guru could tell that they do want to actually defeat Frieza and Vegeta. But instead of giving them the Dragon Balls, he can give them power in another way, unlock their potentials. Wait, he could do that? Yeah, and the other Namekians look on confused. They're not sure if this is a good idea, but Guru says it is. This is exactly what they're trying to do. They just want to get stronger to defeat these two people, and since those two are a threat to Namek, it would be good if Raditz and Piccolo fought against them. Plus, this way, it's a lot safer. They're not getting the Dragon Balls, but they're still getting that boost in power that they wanted, so it wasn't a wasted trip here. And maybe Piccolo can learn a little bit about Namek, stay here a little while, research some things, stuff like that. Guru places his hand on their heads, with one of them to each side of him. He starts unlocking their power, and they're speechless. This power within them, they had all this? They could feel the power overflowing. It's unlike anything they've ever felt before. It's a dramatic increase. And as soon as Guru's finished drawing out the potential, they just stand there, not knowing what to think. They could barely even control the power, it's overflowing. This was all that was in them? This is definitely gonna be enough to defeat Vegeta, maybe even Frieza too. At least that's what Raditz thinks. And the two try and control their power, calming down, suppressing it. This is unlike anything they've ever felt before. But Piccolo starts to hear a voice. It's Kami. Why is Kami contacting him right now? Kami asks where Piccolo is, and he says they're on Namek. Namek? He's all the way over there? Okay, whatever. They'll address that later. Right now, there's an issue. What's going on? Well, there's some strong powers approaching Earth. Kami first thought it might have been Raditz and Piccolo returning, and then he thought it might have been Vegeta, but it clearly isn't either of those. There's a couple strong powers, and they're malicious. One in particular is incredibly strong. Piccolo relays this information, and Raditz can immediately tell. That's gotta be him. It's gotta be Frieza. But why would Frieza be heading towards Earth? It makes sense. He's probably suspicious. 3 Saiyans headed there and none came back. Well, Vegeta might have gone back, but who knows? If he came here, that means he went off randomly. Of course, Frieza wouldn't know where he is at that point then. Oh, they see now. Suspicion has been drawn towards Earth, and Frieza wants to check it out. There's no way they're going to be able to defend against him, especially without Piccolo and Raditz there. There's no way for them to get back in time either. Well, maybe there is. This is the chance to prove themselves. Guru says that they wanted to fight Frieza, so he'll give them the opportunity. He'll use the Dragon Ball to send them back to Earth. Hell, even some Namekian warriors can go with him. They're surprised at how generous Guru is being. But consider the situation he's in. This is the safest thing for him to do. In case he can't trust these two, which he feels like he can, but just in case, this gets them off of Namek immediately. Plus, it sends them right to the fight with Frieza. It is what they wanted after all, and they're determined to fight him. If they truly do want to fight Frieza, this is their opportunity. The Dragon Balls are quickly gathered, Porunga is summoned, and the two look on amazed to see this other dragon. A single wish is made. Send Piccolo, Raditz, and a couple of other Namekian warriors to Earth. This is all happening so quickly. They can't believe it. They need to formulate a plan, but thankfully, by doing this, they are saving some time. It'll allow them some breathing room to regroup with the others on Earth. The wish is granted, and they materialize back on Earth. Goku and Gohan quickly rush over, sensing all these powers. Holy crap, there's a bunch of other Piccolos here. Okay, there's a lot of explaining to do now, and they need to get everyone together. The clock is ticking, time is running out. Unexpectedly, they're gonna have to rebel against Frieza. This is where we leave off for now. So, what did you guys think about this part, or what do you think's gonna happen next time, especially with Vegeta and Frieza? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be sure to check them out to see what you guys think. As always, be sure to drop a like. If we hit that like goal, I'll continue with another part of the series. If you haven't already, why not subscribe? As well as hitting the bell icon to be notified about any future uploads on my channel, including any other uploads like this video. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.